You know what slavery really tried to kill? Not just freedom, not just bodies. It tried to kill connection. It tried to make it impossible for you to ever find your people again. And that's the violence we don't talk about enough. Now let me tell you about a man who said no, not on my watch. William Still. He wasn't running through the woods with a lantern. He was sitting at a desk, writing names down. And that might have been more dangerous than any gun. William Still was born free in 1821 in New Jersey. But free doesn't mean untouched. His mother, Charity Still, she escaped slavery in Maryland. She was caught once, dragged back, and forced back into bondage. And then she escaped again, this time with 2 of her daughters. But sadly, 2 of her sons had already been sold south. Imagine being a child and knowing your mother risked her life twice to come back for you. And she still couldn't get everybody. That's the kind of origin story that shapes a person. So William grows up, he moves to Philadelphia. He joins the Pennsylvania Anti-Slavery Society in 1847. And eventually, he's leading the Vigilance Committee, which sounds administrative, but it wasn't. He was receiving freedom seekers almost daily. People arriving exhausted, terrified, missing pieces of their family. And instead of just sending them north quietly, he would sit with them, ask questions, write things down. Your name, your mother's name, where you were taken from, and who you're looking for. Under the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850, if those records were found, it could have meant recapture, prison, or worse. So he hid them, he protected them, he buried them when danger got too close. Because he wasn't just trying to get people out, he was trying to keep their stories intact. And then something happens that feels almost unreal. A man comes into his office looking for help, and they talk. They compare details. And William realizes that this man, Peter Still, was his brother, one of those sons that their mother couldn't save, sold south decades earlier, reunited because somebody cared enough to document. That is restoration. After the war in 1872, he publishes the Underground Railroad records, not for applause, for families, for proof, for memory. So nobody could say that these were faceless people drifting through legend. He preserved their names, so they couldn't be swallowed by silence. And I think that's what moves me, because slavery tried to scatter bloodlines so violently that memory would just dissolve. But William Still refused that. He treated record-keeping like resistance, like if I can write you down, then you exist. If I preserve your name, then the system doesn't win. We love the dramatic heroes, of course, but sometimes the most radical thing isn't running, it's remembering. It's protecting lineage. It's refusing to let history erase somebody's mother, somebody's child, somebody's brother, you know? And that's what William Still did. He didn't just move people north. He made sure that they could find each other again. And honestly, that feels heavier than escape, because freedom without memory is fragile. But freedom with names, that lasts. Say his name, William Still.